I step onto the campus of Albany Law School, Albany, my Louboutin heels sinking into cracked asphalt that smells like hot pennies and old gasoline, and I already know this is where dreams dissolve like sugar in rain. The air is thick with a humidity that curls my lashes into sorry commas, and every breath tastes of mildewed paper from the library that is, swear to Zeus, the size of a suburban Starbucks. Why is this bad? Because when you pay tuition that could ransom a duchess, you expect parchment-scented halls, not a walk-in freezer full of yellowing casebooks that smell like Grandpa's dental floss. The building itself is a brutalist coffin, gray slabs stacked like regret. Its walls sweat in summer and bleed iron orange streaks when it rains, so every aesthetic pick I try for the gram looks like a crime scene. My heart folds in on itself like a bad origami swan. Inside, the foyer-esque marble well, faux marble has veins of schoolbus yellow and nicotine brown, and the fluorescent lights overhead buzz in the exact frequency that makes dental fillings ache. The receptionist, Mrs. Administrative Demon, eyes my Fendi bag as if I am here to launder Bitcoin. She pushes a form across the counter with the same energy one offers a dirty tissue. Her nails are chewed to half moons, and the clickety-clack of her keyboard sounds like tiny bones breaking. I wait 17 minutes counted, because my therapist says grounding helps while she tells another student that career services do hand holding. Translated, you ray on your own, sweetie, in a market that eats baby lawyers like popcorn shrimp. The implication stings because I already feel myself shrinking from future heiress to canned sardine. Orientation is held in a lecture hall that smells of wet dog and existential dread. The seats are a 1970s tangerine plastic that suction cups the thighs so when you stand it makes a fart noise. Every embarrassing peal echoes, imprinting shame on repeat. The dean, a man whose hairline is fleeing his forehead like it owes back taxes, recites employment statistics that taste like cotton candy laced with gravel. 90% employed, he chirps, but fails to mention that 90% includes the barista who serves his morning macchiato. They call it professional outcome, I call it statistical cosplay. Here's why this is poison. When you borrow enough to purchase a Bentley but end up steaming milk, the math feels like being robbed by your future self, and the grief compounds daily. My first class, contracts, is taught by Professor Automaton, who reads from 10-year-old PowerPoints the color of hospital walls. His voice is a dial-up modem monotone. Every sentence ends on a down note, like even he's disappointed. The syllabus is a fossil. It assigns print books you cannot find because the library's budget was guillotined ages ago. Imagine trying to learn contract drafting using only stone tablets, except the tablets are missing. I raise my hand to ask about smart contracts, blockchain, anything that exists post-2008, and he blinks like I just requested a unicorn. The neglect is personal. Knowledge starvation is still starvation. My brain cramps with hanger. I try the library anyway. The carpet squelches, actually squelches, underfoot because a pipe has been weeping since the Clinton administration. Study carols are carved with generations of despair. Drop out big law or bust, I owe Sally me my firstborn. The heat lamps for winter, they only work if you sacrifice a palm frond and whisper an incantation to Hephaestus. I flip open a business law reporter and the pages flake off like sunburned skin. The absence of Wi-Fi is a violence. My MacBook wheezes, buffering doom. Lunch is a limp sandwich wrapped in saran wrap so tight it leaves indentations like handcuffs. The turkey is beige, the sort of beige that happens when optimism is left out overnight. One bite and I taste refrigerator staleness and the faintest note of bleach, as if someone mopped the meat.
I swallow and the texture is guilt. This matters because nutrition feeds cognition. Malnourished neurons misfire, and soon you ray too foggy to outline torts, which is exactly how they trap Yowik, indebted, docile. Career Services sits in a hallway painted enthusiasm blue, but the paint has chipped into continents. The counselor assigned to me, Ms. Ghost, shows 30 minutes late, balancing a styrofoam cup that smells of burnt hope. She opens my resume, winces at the cream stock paper apparently that is aggressive, and recommends I just email.
You know, sometimes I sit and think about the world around us, and it's like, how can people be so cruel, you know? Like here I am trying to find some good in the world, and then I start looking into crimes near Albany Law School, Albany, and it's a lot, so there's this donut shop, Prairie Star, that everyone loves. But guess what? Some folks decided it would be a great idea to pay with fake money. Can you believe that? It's like you go to get something sweet, and the next thing you know, your cash is as real as a soap bubble. The police are trying to catch who's behind it, but I bet those scammers are just hiding, waiting for their next target. And the victims, they probably double-checking every bill they get now, you know, always looking over their shoulder. It's sad, really. And then there's this other story. Some people, they so good at lying, it's scary. They convinced this guy at a store to give them his personal info, and then poof, his money's gone, just like that. I can only imagine how he must have felt, realizing he's been tricked, betrayed, you know. And the scammers, they probably out there somewhere laughing. But karma's a thing, and I reckon it'll catch up to them. It's just a matter of time. Oh, and there's more. This guy, Joshua D, thought he could sell fake brand name stuff to unsuspecting tourists and locals alike. People came in looking for a deal, and they left with a lie in their hands. I mean, who does that? Now he's been caught, but think about the people who bought those fake goods, thinking they were getting the real deal. They must feel so cheated. And Joshua, well, he's probably sitting in a cell somewhere, regretting his choices. It's like when you're walking around near Albany Law School, Albany, you gotta keep your wits about you. These scams, they not just stories, they warnings, you know. They like, hey, watch out for the bad guys. And as much as it hurts to think about, it's important to share these stories. Because maybe, just maybe, if we talk about it enough, people will start to think twice before they try to pull a fast one on someone else. So to all you tourists planning a quick visit, be careful. Don't let these scammers ruin your trip. And to the scammers, come on, Haven T, you got anything better to do with your lives? There is so much good we could be doing instead, so much happiness we could be sharing. Let us not waste our time with lies and deceit, okay? Let us make the world a little brighter, a little kinder. That is what we all need right now.
Businesses near Albany Law School, Albany, are a mixed bag of disappointment, overpriced mediocrity, and outright scams. If you're expecting quality, consistency, or even basic professionalism, you might want to lower your expectations, or better yet, look elsewhere. Let's start with Crossgates Mall. Shopping here is like stepping into a time machine set to decline. Pushy vendors, stores selling cheap knockoffs, and an atmosphere that makes you question whether security even exists. Homeless individuals camping in bathrooms, groups of teenagers roaming like they own the place, and stores that can't even stick to their own opening hours. And if you think $40 for a Santa photo is reasonable, congratulations, you've just funded another overpriced disappointment. The mall used to be a destination. Now, it's a cautionary tale. Then there's Complexion Spa for beauty wellness. Imagine paying top dollar to leave looking worse than when you arrived. Stylists who can't follow simple instructions. Managers who accuse customers of hit and runs instead of apologizing for their staff's incompetence. And massages that end early because the therapist got bored. The owner, Denise, seems to specialize in making customers feel unwelcome, whether it's by raising prices last minute or dismissing concerns with the charm of a traffic ticket. If stress relief is what you're after, save your money. This place will only add to it. Humana Yana promises an experience. What you get is confusion, cold food, and a bill that feels like a prank. Reservations mean nothing, dishes arrive missing key ingredients, and the jazz brunch is Spotify on shuffle. The oxtail's dry as cardboard, the chicken might as well have kept walking, and don't expect sympathy from the staff, just a half-hearted offer of cake for the road. For $68, you could have bought actual joy elsewhere. Stack's Espresso Bar is where coffee dreams go to die. Overpriced, underfilled yogurt bowls, stale croissants, and baristas who act like you're interrupting their day by asking for a bathroom code. The lavender honey latte might be decent, but is it worth the rest? Not when your breakfast sandwich tastes like it was assembled by someone who's never eaten food before. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Albany Pastoral Center isn't just a spiritual letdown, it's a masterclass in hypocrisy. Scandals, finger-pointing, and a bishop more concerned with his image than his flock. If you're looking for moral guidance, you won't find it here. Just a lot of unanswered questions and a lingering sense